I'm Ryan Fowler here on Tide 99.1. The next practice at the University of Alabama is going to be the scrimmage. We've been talking about it for several weeks now. The two scrimmages, the Saturday scrimmages, 1 o'clock inside Bryant-Denny Stadium. Now I must sort of go ahead and give you some expectations. We're not going to get quarterback numbers. We were told that late Friday afternoon. But as we look at some of the projections, what Nick Saban would like to get out of the scrimmage is to be able to take 5 quarterbacks or even 4 quarterbacks and get that down to 2 or 3. We'll see which guys are able to step up. I understand that Blake Barnett's had a very solid week. He continues to grow, and I think you look at it 1 week into a college camp, preseason camp, a little bit different, a little bit challenging than the spring. I think you want to see how much he pushes some of those upperclassmen if he's able to get one of those final spots that really breaks down the competition. You also want to see if Jacob Coker is one of those gamers, that his light switch goes on when he knows he's the man. I think it's still Jacob Coker's job to lose, but the nap has really narrowed when you look at the quarterback situation. A lot of things, other things that you want to watch for. At some point, you know, it's one of those that you don't want the wide receivers to have a lot of big numbers. You would like to because you want to know more about the quarterback situation, but one of the big concerns is defensive backs, the secondary. I believe Mel Tucker has brought a new energy, a new intensity level there, and a new technique, a new style, a new scheme on that defensive backstop. I like his coaching mentality. He's up in your face. He's physical. He's got a lot of talented defensive backs. I think he'll be able to put them in the right position, but it all starts up front. That defensive line is going to create some major headaches for Southeastern Conference opponents, and they'll also create some major headaches for Alabama tomorrow as they have throughout the week. When they do good on good, we continue to hear that that defensive line is very dominant. The offensive line continues to improve. You want to see if those numbers, you know, sack numbers, they do count sacks even though there's no contact. And if you're looking for offensive line production, the run support, the run blocking is going to be fine. Alabama's going to be very strong in run blocking. Pass blocking is the major question. So you want to see some of those sack numbers, those quarterback hurry numbers if they release those. You also want to see Damian Harris. Now's a scrimmage. This is not where you are able to go for a couple of minutes or 3 minutes at the end of the practice and you're able to do some special things. You're going to see if you can take that hit, take the hit, take another hit, and see if you lose anything. He showed a lot of promise in the opening week of fall camp. We'll see if Damian Harris, the running back, is able to provide some depth for Kenyon Drake and Derrick Henry. I don't think you're going to see many numbers out of those guys. I think Nick Saban understands he's very thin at running back. You're probably going to get those guys a few carries, and then you'll have some opportunities for some of the younger backs, maybe some walk-on guys, and even some scholarship players to prove that they're deserving of some snaps and significant snaps, maybe in a game-time situation. So a lot of things happening here in Tuscaloosa. We're going to make sure that we have you covered wall-to-wall, Tide991.com. Let me invite you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and we've got you covered here on Tide991.com as Alabama, hours away from the first scrimmage inside Bryant-Denny Stadium.